This video is by Straight Goods News. SG News.
Mr. Baird didn't say no when he was asked about Canadian military involvement in Syria if it gets to that.
Well, first of all, we don't have any assets there. We don't have CF-18s there, so that would mean deploying them. But what I want to underline here is the concern that the whole international community has. And we need to talk about the prevention of the even contemplation of these weapons being used. Ban Ki-moon has been very clear on this. He said there will be consequences for this. And I think as a world community, we have to echo that you know, the regime in Syria should know that even contemplating using this is offside, that if they go further with it, that there'll be consequences. And I guess what we want to see from our government is that that will be the case, that we will be strong in terms of our opposition to this. The other thing I was hoping to hear from Minister Baird was further support for the refugees and a fast tracking of any refugees who have family here to come here. The Foreign Affairs Committee passed a resolution calling on the government to do three things. One was to support the UN mission there, that still is happening, to fast-track refugees who want to come to Canada, and finally, more aid. There's a major humanitarian crisis here, and we need to see Canada stepping up its aid in Turkey and in Jordan.
Would the NDP actually support Canadian military involvement in Syria if it got to that point?
We're way ahead of things when you get to that point. What we need to do is have a uniform, and when I say uniform, I'm talking about the UN declaration here to the Assad regime, is that when you don't even contemplate the use of these chemical weapons, and that really means, and Minister Baird said it, but we all have to be saying this, that China and Russia have to understand that this is a line that can't be crossed. You cannot have anyone using chemical weapons. We know what happened when they were used in Iraq. I was on the ground in northern Iraq and saw what happened last time these were used. My grandfather had mustard gas used against him. These are weapons that need to be eliminated, not contemplated for use. So what it means is that we have to work with the UN, the international community, to ensure prevention of these weapons.
Mais si ça devait en arriver à une intervention